Welcome to another edition of Inside the Film Room presented by Microsoft Surface. With the Giants trailing 24-16 in the fourth quarter, they find themselves facing 4th and 2 and a big decision. Are we going to go for it? And how are we going to try to get this first down? 4th and 2, you're down 8 points. You can't kick a field goal here. But I like what the Giants did here because they created this little read option play. Of course, you want the ball in the hands of Saquon Barkley whenever you can, but they put a little wrinkle in here. And you'll see Minnesota, the Vikings defense is kind of roaming around right here. And that's the Darius Smith, that's the Danielle Hunter. And you can see they're actually in kind of their nickel defense, all right? You've got a linebacker right here, but you know, this stand-up defensive lineman right here, usually you see that on third down. This is, you know, they're expecting a pass. That's really why you have that nickel defense in there. And you can see they also walk this linebacker out here on the line to try to discourage any kind of runs to the tight end, and he will actually blitz off the edge right here. But the play design right here is the read option, and you can see Daniel Jones, boom, right on the snap, boom, here's his eyes, all right? He is focused on this guy. If that defensive end crashes down hard right here, Daniel Jones is going to keep this football and run out here. He also has the option to throw the ball to Bellinger, who's running out here into this flat, and we're getting a little block here by the receiver. So it's kind of a layered play call, but because this defensive end is rushing up the field to basically account for Daniel Jones, this is an easy read right here to give the ball to Saquon Barkley. And on 4th and 2, Saquon gets downhill right now. I'll rewind right here. You can see Daniel Jones carrying out the fake, and the defensive end's got him. And here's Bellinger turning around looking for this quick throw in case that is one of the options that DJ decides to do. Now, here you see Saquon. Once he gets this football, I mean, this is full speed ahead, all right? He is hitting this hole. No matter who's in the hole, no matter what safety or linebacker or defensive lineman is there, he is hitting that hole with speed, with power. Number one mission, get the first down. Of course, he gets a little extra credit on this one. And you can see the distance that Saquon Barkley, as soon as he crosses that line, look at how far this safety is, how deep he is, all right? And Saquon knows right now, I'm going to turn on the jets, burst, and just run away from this safety so I can find pay dirt. Now, we'll get another look at it as Feliciano hustles downfield and gets in the shot. It's always great as an O-lineman when you can hustle down and get a cameo in the still frame of the touchdown. But here is the scheme for this play. I mentioned that it's the read option, really RPO standpoint, but this linebacker right here on the line of scrimmage, all right, as an offensive lineman, you know, once you see that lineman right there and you know he's coming, these guys are going to move, all right? You've got to anticipate the movement. So the Vikings try this stunt defensive line with this Sam Dog to try to take away the run game. You try to force the running back to stop his feet, and that kind of stunt and kind of movement usually disrupts an offensive line. It's one of the toughest things to block. But you could see up front, great job right here. Great job by Feliciano and Glowinski to shut that off. Shut off that stunting defensive tackle on their way up to the backer. Evan Neal right here is battling to try to stop that stunt. And you could see Glowinski and Feliciano do such a great job that they actually pinball Danielle Hunter on the backside here and block him. So basically those two guys are blocking 3 guys right here, and Saquon cuts it right off of his hips. I want to point out front side real quick. Nick Gates and Andrew Thomas both doing a great job. All right, you want to run the football, you've got to get movement at the point of attack. Watch both these guys lock in, sink their hips, and now here comes the leg drive. There's the leg drive. Nice finish right there by Andrew Thomas. Nice finish by Nick Gates. I think he sits on the guy as well. That's one of his patented moves, the leg drop like Hulk Hogan. And then let's just take a look at the beauty right here that is Saquon Barkley. All right, right now, look at this little window right here. All right, Saquon knows though, here comes the arm tackle. There's going to be an arm poking through right here from that defender. Then I got to run through. But he's already thinking ahead, all right? I know this safety's coming down here to fill. I know as soon as I get through this line of scrimmage right here, I've got to make a decision. I've got to burst. Watch Saquon as soon as his feet hit the ground right here. All of a sudden, look at this burst right here. Boom, he's gone. Breaks 2 arm tackles right there on his way into the end zone. Saquon Barkley with his 10th rushing touchdown on the season, 2nd Pro Bowl selection. They would go on to get the 2-point conversion to tie the football game and have a chance to win it at the end. But Saquon Barkley with a huge play for the Giants on 4th and 2, coming up with his 10th touchdown. Great stuff. And thank you for joining me for another edition of Inside the Film Room presented by Microsoft Surface.